Hello friends, welcome back. In this quick demonstration, we are back at our Rankos and we are trying to use YM. It moves a lot, has a smooth movements as well. If you can catch those 50, 100 points a day, you are in good shape. Any trading system requires one thing for sure, which is the trade location. Here we have Renko 32 point, 3 plus 2 is 5. On the right side we have Renko 19, which is 9 plus 1 is 10. So they're linked in frequency. On the left side we are going to locate the Renko bars which have no wicks, as you can see here, or you can't just see them at all. The reason for that is the direction bias which was going on at that time, that was very strong, okay, which means that this is a point of rejection actually, where there was no interest staying here and fighting. So the point was rejected before, they will come back and retest those points, and that is where we have our edge. So I have marked these for yesterday. You can see here, this is one location, this is second location, this is one location here as well, very small, but this one is pure. As we discussed earlier, there are two parts of this equation, and now you have to track these as an ongoing basis. Why it is critical? Because these points will be retested. These are points of rejection, or you can say continued momentum, aggression or rejection. You can create a terminology around these buzzwords which are critical in the retail space, but there you go. So this is a point of rejection of interest to us when it comes back to give us a second chance. So let me clone that. So I have marked it on these charts on this side, right? And I'm going to move here and see. And when market is going down this way, we want to, this is a continuation bar. And you can see on the bottom side, you can take some help from the oscillator. You can put any oscillator just for your psychological reasons. On the right side, we actually have the buying and selling tracker through the cumulative delta. So now at this point, the bias is already going to the short side, right here. You can just see it here when these lines crossed. This is why they are placed, and that is the only thing I want to really use. And these are nothing more than linear regression lines. As you guys know, there are two kinds of regressions: numerical regression and categorical regressions. We are interested not in asking the question to the model where market is going to be going up or down tomorrow. As a binary classification, we are more interested in doing the linear regressional, the next step sequencing, and this is where it is. So here we found this market was already showing that on the smaller time frame that we are probably going to hit on the downside. I'm looking for some evidence that I have some aggression here, and this is where it showed. Now this is shown here. So what we can do when the market is coming here, you can obviously mark this. I'm going to mark it, so I'm going to just keep the same levels here. Remember, these are not real time bars. So I'm just going on the left side and marking on the right side. This is the same area which is presented here, and the bias is already on the short side. Let it come down and retest it, right? Break, retest. Same thing happens in trend lines. Break, retest. So retest is the key buzzword here. You break a trend line, you break a pattern and retest it on the other side, and then gets rejected. And the bias is already setting up. So this is how you use the retest bias in the direction of where the buyers and sellers are attempting to move the market. Now this one showed up again right here, so I'm gonna do the same thing here on the right side. I'm just looking on the left to see the levels are marked correctly from here to here. And this is the second point, right? So market broke this point of interest here. I'm marking them where the point of interest is. Break, retest. And we are expecting continuation. And look at the flow is already saying to stay bearish. So this is what we can do. Every software has these Renko bars, volume-based Renko bars. It will help you. You can do your test. I'm showing on YM. You can do it on any market, but the logic will not change, right? So that is the most critical thing. I gave it to help people understand. Okay, now this is the third evidence of that. So I'm look at the left side. I'm here marking this range. So I'm marking the range again. I think I made it a little bit bigger on the top side. That's fine. So again, market, we are expecting market to do something here, right? So what are we expecting? We are expecting market to come down here again, back to retest it. See that? So now we can obviously do some Fibonacci things. It doesn't hurt. As again said, use all the tools all the time. So let's say we want to use ABC. I'm going to use Fibonacci ABC. I don't know if that is collected properly or not. So A, B, C, D, right? So when you are in the trade, so you can say market is expected AB equal to CD leg, AB equal to CD leg. If, let me just show it to you for folks who are new. If this is my AB leg, CD should be in a similar fashion. So AB replaced by at this point of CD. We are expecting that we can stay in this trade until this point, right? So these are things you can do to find your targets. The other approaches, complex approaches, which I will show you in the next quick demo. But this is how you can label these things and take advantage of those scenarios. Now we have another evidence of here, and you can see the oscillator is already telling us, you know, the rallies should be shorted, and now they are shorting at our levels, This is how you can create those kind of point of rejection areas where you can take a bias towards the short side. Now again, I said, you understand the frequency of the market you're trading. You have to synthesize two charts, execution chart and the control chart based on the frequency. Control chart being the high time frame chart. And why we are doing this? Because we are trying to detect critical areas of interest. Let's mark the last one. This is the area. Remember, when the trend is going on for a while, this can also be the exhaustion termination points as well. But I'm going to mark it. So now market came down, came here, and it is resting here. That this is the area where we saw again momentum bar, point of rejection. Now this is going to be again a fighting point moving forward. So it went here, it came down, and we saw another double layer. You can see this one and this one, they are double layer, double whammy, As it rejects out of this location, this is going to be a very strong level which I am going to load up. And that's what we do. We can have 10, 20 lots, right? So again, the momentum has to be located properly the way I'm showing you. All right, and this is how it goes. So the bias was set, and then it came down again below this line, and you can just see. So we can catch good swings, entire swings for the day at the right location, right direction, had the bias, and the bias be controlled by cumulative delta. All right, in the next video, we are going to talk about other techniques.